Hey, I'm Chris from the Sip Hole Chop reporting live from the truck. Listen, been a long time and I shouldn't have left you without some information you can ride to. But listen, back in the truck. Been running for about a week now. Just got the truck out the shop. My DOC filter after treatment. A doozy. Sheesh. $6,000. But gotta have it. On these trucks with the after treatment, you gotta have it. You got the DPF and then you got the DOC. I gotta run to make some more money because that $6,000 put me back. But normally every year I clean. I take it. I take my truck to get my DPF filter clean. But my mechanic said after 2 cleans you need to replace it. So I took it to him originally to get the DPF cleaned, and no, to get the DPF replaced. He called me back and said, Alvin, bad news, man. Your DOC is no good. It is protruding. It was all bad. So he's like, that's $4,800 just for the part, just for the DPF. I mean, the DOC filter. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. So, you know, with the labor, the filter, and all of this. And he's like, I got the filter, the DPF filter. Do you want to replace that right now? And I'm like, is the DPF filter good enough to run? He's like, yeah, you can run with it, but I would get it changed out, you know, pretty soon. So I'm like, all right, man, just put the original one back in there. We'll run it, and we'll get it done. So, you know, obviously this has been on my mind. Should I delete? Should I not? Get rid of the after treatment? And 2 things made up my mind on what I got going on. So November 15, 2021, last year, November, I had an overhaul done on my motor. So I'm hitting on all cylinders. And I was thinking in my head, man, got a brand new motor. I should just delete it. That way my motor will last even longer. That was my thought process. Well, I was at International, and one of the guys was talking about buddy of his had his deleted, hadn't had no problems, but he hadn't had an overhaul. And I said, well, man, I just did an overhaul on mine. And he said, hey, you just did an overhaul. I would keep that after treatment, you know, keep it on there. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I go pick up a load. No, I go unload a load in Jackson. There was this old school cat, and you can always tell an old school cat when they out there shining up they truck, wiping down their truck. So old school is out there, creased jeans, shirt tucked in with some boots. Respect. I didn't catch your name, but respect. He out of Meridian. So man, I get this, you know, shooting the breeze with him, and he was like, yeah, man, my brother deleted the truck. Wasn't a month or 2 later, the motor froze up on him. And I was like, yeah, I just did an overhaul. And he was like, he said, hey, driver, I can't tell you what to do, but man, I recommend if you just did an overhaul, keep that after treatment on there. So after all of that, I was just like, well, you know what? That was 2 confirmations. I'm gonna leave the after treatment on here. It's gonna cost me more money, you know, but maybe after I get 500,000, because I'm at 700,000 now. So if I get 500,000 out of this new motor, out of the overhaul, then I may come off, because then I'll be at $1.2 million, 1.2. Keep the maintenance up on it, but right now, no deleting. Plus, that's illegal. Side note, that's illegal. But hey, you do what you want to do. But I got 1 more year left on this truck. It'll be paid for. We will make trucking great again. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. hold on, let me make sure y'all see that. Let me put it up. Make trucking great again. Subscribe to the channel, Alvin Chris TV. But listen, and I designed this shirt myself. But one more year left on the truck, it'll be paid for. And the main thing is, the reason why I'm putting all this money into this truck is I want to be able to get the majority out of this truck. It's a 2015 International Pro Star Cummins engine, ISX. I want to get the most out of it after I don't have a truck note. And I know this truck pretty much up and down, so when I put a driver in this truck, I know it. Now my next, two things that I've been eyeballing, either a Freightliner Classic or a Freightliner Century. I'm not into the big nose, long nose trucks. I can care less about that. What I'm looking for is that Detroit 60 motor, because you can get that top to bottom rebuilt, everything brand new, for like $8,500. That's what I'm looking at. So if I can get the guts of the truck, everything redone for $8,500, now you're working with a brand new truck. You know, obviously I can tires, shocks, hoses, different lines, and then depending on the model, I'm gonna make sure I find one that ain't got the after treatment, so I ain't gotta even deal with that. So brand new truck, but I'm rambling. This 7 minutes, almost 7 minutes. But yeah, that's the plan. So, and then get my other truck out of the shop. It's been sitting since it went down. It's got the Max Force motor. Can't give that thing away, even if I wanted to. So I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna try to do a motor swap on that. So once this one is paid off, I'm gonna work on the second truck that's down now, getting a motor swap in that, and then with 2 trucks running, save up and buy. I will buy a Classic, but I don't care for the long nose, so the Freightliner Century still can get that Detroit 60 in there. So that's what we'll do. And once we have 3 trucks, Big Al is out of the truck. I will just dispatch my trucks, and that'll be that. 3 is all I need. But yeah, hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're still watching at this 7 minutes and 50 seconds, I appreciate y'all. Hey, like, drop a comment, let me know where y'all at, let me know what y'all doing. And yeah, God is great and the paper straight. Poach Chop out.